drivers behind the line in 3, 2, 1, go!
Playoff match number 3, alliance number 2 in red, alliance number 7 in blue. And quickly, we see your blue alliance off to a hot start. Check out all the fuel going in there. For your red alliance, it's more robotics, the first pick, popping them up top into their hub in these final 6 seconds. Up to about 40 here. Your blue alliance, though, getting 9 of their own. But that does mean that red will have the control here in autonomous, and that cycle will favor them. 2 red robots in the middle of the field. Terminators quickly just dispersing those fuel, moving them to the red alliance side where we see an onslaught from the 2 red alliance machines. Blue still collecting fuel for their active period while the red alliance is funneling it to their side. Here comes the first full hopper, and it's going to be Arsenal of Engineering now facing the defense of Terminators. Their partners, Tobor, trying to help them out, but it seems that Terminators might be getting the job done here as they're bumping and crashing here on the blue side of the field. Meanwhile, Hub's active, 9:30, they're moving that robot like a cyclone as fuel goes flying into the air and into that hub. They're past 100 points here for your red alliance. More looking for even more. Up top goes 9:30, Mukwonago Bears, but now they're contending with Charger Robotics all weekend long. We've seen them doing this, just getting in the way, and it's working especially well against this tall Mukwonago machine that can't go through the trench. Blue hub now active, and we see some scores coming out. Check out Tobor now facing that defense. They know who's scoring, but Arsenal may be on their way to doing so as well. Trying to push and shove with Terminators, lining up against that hub. Let's see what they can do here with that turreted machine. Red's hub goes active though, and they're up to 160 some. 165 to 35 with 47 seconds remaining. More shots coming out from the human players. Most of these robots on that side of the field, Tobor, Charger, all just trying to shut down Mukwonago and more, who are just piling that fuel into one hungry hub with 30 seconds to play. 200 fuel in that hub as the blue hub goes active, and look who's undefended. It's Team Tobor going up top into the hub with their fuel. Human players piling on. Mukwonago, more for red, trying to extend this lead. 13 seconds, blue's up to 50 some points. 2 robots in the middle trying to fight it out here in the final 7 seconds of this match. Red with the lead, blue popping some last shots in as we hear the buzzer.
Drivers behind the line, 3, 2, 1, go!
Our final match of round number 2, Alliance 2 versus 3, the middle. Whoa, look at that! 4 robots all headed there, and now your blue alliance, an absolute cavalcade of fuel, but here comes red. Whoa, we got a banger on our hands. Check that out, both alliances above 40 fuel, 50 fuel, but your red alliance coming out on top, 69 to 110. Blue score quickly jumping there in the autonomous period. They've got an advantage, but your red alliance has the activation period advantage. So blue is going to need to now start scoring in this hub, but now facing the Terminators defense is that core machine. Red alliance passing, but it's defense out of red Raider Robotics as the Hex Hounds go for more. They're being defended. Core trying to get over the bump, but they look stuck. They are going to need to get out of that position there if they want to score, but now flipping activation. It's the red alliance coming in. An onslaught of fuel into that hub is closing this gap. 104 to 122. Fuel flying everywhere. It is a fuel mania here on the red side of the field, and they take the lead. 134 to 122. Going up is more fuel from that St. Thomas More team in the red bumpers. Now it's Terminators getting in the way of Core, trying to push them out, but Core able to evade the defense and score even so, keeping the blue alliance in it. Another flurry from your red alliance from 9:30 Mukwonago as more, they appear to be stuck on the field in the middle. Defense again coming out from the Terminators as that blue hub deactivates. It's going to be one-on-one play here. Mukwonago with some fuel going up, but now it's Hex Hounds getting in their way, pushing them over the bump. They're getting bump defended here. Mukwonago can't do anything about it. They're just stuck. Let's see what they can do. Nothing doing. The Hexhounds are dogging them, pushing, but Moore's back as the hub activates here. 3 more seconds on this red hub activation, and both hubs are active. Core over on their side of the field. They're alone, going solo. The human players helping them out. Your Red Alliance with an advantage, though. Mukwonago, that robot's got fuel. That robot's got class. And the Blue Alliance, it's Red Raider getting in their way as more fuel goes up from them. Their partners as well. 8 seconds. Core stuck under the trench. 2:18. The Red Alliance has the lead as we hear the buzzer in the up.
Drivers behind the line. 3, 2, 1, go!
And we're underway here in match 13 in the lower bracket. Winner goes to the finals, loser goes home. All on the line. We've got fuel flying in the first few seconds of this match. Both of these alliances leaving it all on the field and absolutely hammering these hubs with fuel in this autonomous period. 17-14 more robotics back in the middle of the field, reloading their hopper after the Red Alliance. After the Blue Alliance takes that autonomous period 57-49. Now we are in the teleop period. Fuel hub still active for both teams. 9:30, Monaco Bears appear to be beached on that bump. Hopefully one of their Alliance members can help them out. 17-14 comes to their rescue. Blue Alliance hub now active, but no Blue Alliance robots are over there to take advantage of it. They're being defended. Hexhounds says, enough of that. We're going to start scoring ourselves, putting up a solid stream of balls into that Blue Alliance hub. Continuing to extend the Blue Alliance's lead, up to 80 points scored for the Blue Alliance. Red Alliance hub comes active. 17-14 trying to get into position, being bullied by Red Raider Robotics. Mukwonago Bears contributing a few fuel of their own as 17-14 more robotics unloads their load into that upper hub. Full load for Mukwonago as well as they unload their hopper into that hub. Blue Alliance back active, already 3197 in core, peppering that hub with a solid stream of fuel from both robots. They want to hold on to this slim lead that they have built. Only 10 points separate these two alliances, and fuel is absolutely flying from that Blue Alliance human player station. They are now 120-98 as we enter this last red activated period. 9:30. Getting beached on some fuel, missing a few shots, while their partner 17-14 from the corner sinks a few of their own. Only 10 points separate these alliances at this point. This is still anyone's match, an exciting match in the last finals of this lower bracket, competing for a place in the finals. They are all leaving it on the field. 17-14, full hopper of fuel, both alliance hubs active in the last 30 seconds. We've got fuel flying from the Hexhounds. We've got fuel flying from Core. More robotics being bullied by that Red Raider robotic machine, taking their shots from the corner. There's only 5 points separating these two alliances with 13 seconds left in the match. It could come down to the wire. Every last fuel counts. We've got 5 seconds left in this match. Hexhounds go up for the climb. That could be the difference.
We're ready to get this match started in 3, 2, 1, go!
First robots going neutral, 9:30 on red alongside their alliance partner Ferrodermis. Across the field, blue Steampunk. They're the first robot out to the neutral zone. Steampunk has a hopper full of fuel they're going to bring on back. They've had their 8 preload plus a few extra from out in the middle of the field. Fuel launched up by robot and human player alike. As time runs out, it is looking like a Red Alliance advantage. So they will have the advantage of the first shift inactive. But first 10 seconds for a flurry of fuel from Ferrodermis and Mukwonago, while Blackhawk Robotics races out neutral, and they're going to start their intaking, preparing for the inactive shift for the Red Alliance. Blue's active now, Illumibody crossing over that Blue Alliance bump, but first they're going to take advantage of some fuel buildup along the side of our field and plow that fuel underneath the Blue Alliance trench. Passing through that trench now, though, is Blackhawk Robotics, looking to maybe play some defense against the Blue Alliance. but red is now active. Illumibody tries to slow down Blackhawk, but they are racing on back to the Red Alliance zone, and more fuel up from Ferrodermis and Mukwonago alike. Mukwonago intakes and launches on the move. They've got a turret right in the center of the top of their robot, looking like it's able to launch from anywhere on that Red Alliance side. Blue's preparing for their next shift beginning now, and they're going to get lined up, ready to launch. Steampunk right alongside Trobotics. Those two blue robots launching up for the blue side with their fuel. Red now inactive. Ferrodermis picking up from right next to the Blue Alliance bump and hub, trying to slow down any additional cycle that blue is going to attempt to do while active. Moving out to the center is Trobotics, but not a lot of fuel for them to find. While they lose their active shift, it passes back over to the red side. Final Alliance shift before we head into our end game. And once again, the cooperation between Ferrodermis, Blackhawk, and Mukwonago stretching that Red Alliance lead. They've scored 226 fuel so far. Just a few moments until our end game. Both hubs will be active, giving the Blue Alliance a chance to approach that energized ranking point. While Red has stretched the lead, the Blue Alliance needs just 14 more fuel, and they are going to get it for the Blue Alliance. They're going to get that energized ranking point now, despite being down in score and RP, no matter what, for this match with 15 seconds left. Both alliances looking to get those last fuel up. The supercharged ranking point just out of reach for the Red Alliance. As we enter the final moments, though, all 6 bots showing what they can do. Here
behind the lines in 3, 2, 1, go!
Robots race out to the neutral zone. We're going 2 and 2, red and blue. Lots of fuel getting picked up regardless. It looks like the winner, though, is the Blue Alliance in terms of the fuel that got intaked by those 2 robots. That's looking at Mukwonago and their alliance partner, Paradigm Shift. Tons of fuel go up for blue. Red brought plenty home as well. We see Steampunk getting some launches out right as time expires in auto. And we transition to the 10-second transition shift. Blue Alliance leads, so their hub's turning off real soon. Mukwonago and Paradigm, though, doing the best they can to maximize those 10 seconds. Excellent timing by the Blue Alliance, and now they've got a break here. Time to intake, time to shuttle on home. We see Mukwonago do just that. Red Alliance, they are on shift. 45-31 launches go up right alongside Redbird Robotics, representing De Pere High School. Redbird intakes right off the ground, so does Steampunk. Looks like we got about 15 fuel ready to roll. Redbird launches, a little bit of wiggle to agitate that fuel up into the hopper. Hub turns off, though, and now it is Blue's time to shine. All 3 Blue Alliance robots staying home, putting fuel up into that active hub. Steampunk, they see a defensive opportunity. They give a little bit of a push right up against Paradigm Shift, but now Paradigm completely on their own next to their partners. All 3 blue robots unimpeded, already breaking 100 fuel here in match number 63. Hub active once again for the Red Alliance. Only robot home is Steampunk, but their alliance partner, Redbird Robotics, joins them. Robo Raiders in red, they are nudging against Mukwonago, and now Paradigm, both of those offensive leaders for the Blue Alliance, they are trying to starve the Red Alliance of some fuel, picking up everything they can and sending it on over to the Blue Alliance. They've got the last active shift coming up now before the end game, and an absolute barrage of fuel comes up from all 3 of those robots. Mukwonago and Paradigm, they unload as soon as that hub goes active. Wave now takes the corner. They've got the long shot right in front of the Mukwonago drive team, and the 3 blue robots know exactly their lanes and zones, getting these massive hoppers of fuel on the Blue Alliance unloaded and into that active Blue Alliance hub. 1 minute of match play remaining. Red Alliance now is guaranteeing a ranking point of their own. So much fuel center field, though, and we've got 67-32 doing the best they can to plow it back to the Red Alliance. Robo Raiders underneath the trench, while Steampunk ferries under the opposite one. Human players get a last shipment from their alliance partner robots. We're down to the final 5 seconds of the match. Blue Alliance doing their best to break 300 points here in match number 63.
The lines, we can get started in 3, 2, 1, go!
First fuel fired onto the hub coming off of 10-909 on the Red Alliance. That's cutting edge. Now from the Blue Alliance, Fonde Fire lined up to shoot. Mukwonago Bears trying to get back to the neutral zone. Not quite, though, getting hung up. Their alliance partner, Badgerbots, though, barraging the hub with fuel. crossing 100 points. Blue already with 112 fuel up in auto alone, giving them a very strong lead heading into the teleoperated period. Mukwonago Bears and Badgerbots both return home in the last few seconds. Possibly a triple volley just in time for the Blue Alliance hub to shut off and the Red Alliance to take over scoring. 10-64. That's Storm feeding fuel down to the Red Alliance zone. 58-26. Avis Automata also firing on the hub. 2 Red Alliance robots down to that Red Alliance zone. Make that 1 now. As Avis Automata goes out to the neutral zone, possibly either shuttling some fuel or playing, well, coming home instead, loaded up, ready to go for the end of their shift. All 3 Blue Alliance robots loaded up, dropping a massive load of fuel onto that hub. Mukwonago Bears, though, having communications difficulties, sitting down in that Blue Alliance zone. They've still got time. And the Blue Alliance has a strong buffer, 287-58. 2 Blue Alliance robots now down in scoring. Fondi Fire joined by Badgerbots, firing onto the hub. Raising the Blue Alliance score as we switch back to Red Alliance dedicated scoring. A double volley coming off of the Red Alliance. Members 58-26, Avis Automata, and Cutting Edge, both launching onto the hub as Fondi Fire holding in the neutral zone for Blue, loading up. Badgerbots coming in with the steal game, looking like they're pretty full, and they go back home indeed. 3 seconds left to go as we approach the start of the next Blue Alliance shift. Another barrage off of Badgerbots. Blue Alliance closing in, actually achieving supercharge. 389 points on the board so far. Fondi Fire coasting out into the neutral zone, bouncing along on top of some fuel, but they're now out there safely. Badgerbots coming home. 390 on the board for the Blue Alliance. And we get ready for the end game, 30 seconds to go. Badgerbots raising the Blue Alliance score above 400. Fondi Fire lined up to raise it ever higher. Blue Alliance possibly knocking on the door of a state high record. Red Alliance raising their score. They're at 120 fuel scored. Blue Alliance could be ready as Mukwonago Bears back to life in the neutral zone, intake out. Driving along the field to try and intake. Having a bit of trouble with that intake though. They load up, come back home. The intake appears to have snapped away from their robot. Blue Alliance firing up 500 fuel as time expires in match.
Behind the lines, we can begin in 3, 2, 1, go!
And we begin qualification match number 61 here on Autonomous as we have 4 robots into the neutral zone gathering fuel to fire into their hub. These robots have been programmed by their teams to perform the tasks that you are seeing. We see over on the Red Alliance a Trial and Tear during their Autonomous. They climbed. That's going to be worth 10 points for the Red Alliance. Coming into Teleop, the Red Alliance has a 2-point lead as the drivers take control here. The Red Alliance will be in their first scoring shift. That will start right now as we see the Mukwonago Bears fly under the trench on the red side and unload their fuel into their active red hub. Their teammates, Roundtable, collecting fuel from the neutral zone, head over the bump and line up shots of their own, firing all of their fuel they've collected in their robot into the hub. We see fuel flying all over the place on that red side as we switch over to the blue, where we see Trial and Tear from the Red Alliance playing defense against Red Raider Robotics, who are posted up by their outpost, their human player station. They're pushing some fuel into the human player station so the human players can fire that fuel from beyond the driver's station into that hub, while their robot also shoots the fuel in there too. We see they're joined by Wave in the scoring, but now it's Red's turn and they're firing away. There's fuel from every angle as we see Roundtable and Mukwonago collecting fuel that they've stockpiled, and they're continuing to fire as Roundtable heads under their tower. Their teammates Trial and Tear pushing fuel from the neutral zone over to them so that they can continue to fire without having to leave that red zone. As that hub starts to blink, that means we're switching over to blue, and it's their time to score. Wave Robotics firing away from that corner, as over on the other corner, Red Raider Robotics posted up by the outpost. Trial and Tear trying to bump them, throw off the trajectory of their shots as Mukwonago comes in for the steal. The Blue Alliance is continuing to fire, trying to reach that 240 mark as we have 30 seconds left in this match. The Red Alliance 60 fuel away from that supercharged ranking point. As Roundtable is trying to achieve it, they fire away underneath their tower now. as over on the Blue Alliance, Wave and their teammates Red Raider continue to try to score here. With 12 seconds left in this match, the Red Alliance approaching 400 points here as Trial and Terror from the Red up in the air on that tower. As this match comes to a close here with 1 second left, the Red Alliance continuing to score with the Blue.
3, 2, 1, go!
As we enter the lower bracket, 4 different robots, all in the neutral zone, looking to load up as much fuel as they possibly can. Blue Alliance with an early lead. Looks like Moore will cement that with a large hopper dump, keeping Blue up by about 15 points. Moore returns to the neutral zone for a second load of fuel, crossing over the bump to go and fire. Mukwonago Bears appears to have stalled. Blue now pulling back away, a narrow lead, expanding out to a broader lead as we move on into the teleoperated period with a 15-point lead to the Blue Alliance. Avis Automata looking to take advantage of this first dedicated shift they're going to have. As one last dump off 930 Mukwonago Bears, whose auto didn't quite hit, brings the Blue Alliance up to 100 points just in time for the Red Alliance to get full dedicated scoring. 28-26, Wave Robotics, turret aimed high, looking to drop those fuel into the Red Alliance hub. Now here comes 2506, one of their alliance's big dumpers, aiming up high with that wide shooter, looking to send a large barrage of fuel into the hub, but much of it does go long as 3 seconds left into the Red Alliance shift. Blue gets a chance to take over. Double firing action from both Moore, the Alliance captain, and Mukwonago Bears, launching with two large dumper style robots. They're able to just pump fuel in massive bursts, building up a strong lead for the Blue Alliance, more than 100 points ahead with 10 seconds left in this dedicated shift. 2202 Beast Robotics holding down by the Red Alliance zone, but still in neutral zone, now crossing the bump to head in there, ready to possibly play some defense on this Red Alliance, trying to get their shooters to miss. Both robots back there are dump-style robots, so being able to spin them off course can help. Mukwonago Bears, their Blue Alliance partner, now alongside them, looking to intake fuel to try and steal away from this Red Alliance, but getting a little bit blocked in by some opportunistic defense off 2506 Saber Robotics. 5 seconds left to go, 228 to 107, and one last dump off Avis Automata before Moore Robotics takes back over for the Blue Alliance scoring volley. Mukwonago Bears escaping around the defense, but still lots of time lost, and time costing is a huge thing here in Rebuilt, as these matches are only 2 minutes 15 seconds long, so costing even 10 seconds could be a big deal for swinging a match. Blue Alliance, though, still holding a big lead and making it bigger with this dump off of Moore Robotics. Beasts and taking some fuel, stealing it away from that Red Alliance, and flying on back home to the Blue Alliance side, providing it possibly to their partners for use. More firing action on the Red Alliance. Both Saber and Automata holding down in that Red Alliance zone. Now Automata back to the neutral zone. Wave Robotics currently holding stalled, still working on trying to rejoin this match for the time being. Blue Alliance at 333 to 145, holding a very strong lead. Moore looking to expand that lead as with the final 5 seconds, Blue Alliance reaching a near 200-point lead. With one last dump off of the Mukwonago Bears and more for Blue.
Behind the lines, we can get started in 3, 2, 1, go!
And we are off in this lower bracket match between Alliance number 2 and Alliance number 4. We see 4 robots into the center, and here comes another one from Red and Red Raider. All 3 of those Red robots have made their way into the neutral zone, and 2 of the Blue robots are coming in for a second. It's the Mukwonago Bears and Moore Robotics, who have robots full of fuel for the second time here in Autonomous. They managed to fire a few shots off there before the time ends. Now we begin our teleop phase, where we're in our transition shift right now, where both hubs will be active for 10 seconds. But first, it'll be Red in their scoring shift for 25 seconds here, and that Blue hub will be deactivated. The Mukwonago Bears come flying in from the blue side to the Red to steal some of that fuel, as their teammates Beasts come to play some defense against Paradigm Shift and Rippin, who are scoring over there for Red. Rippin firing away into that Red hub. Each fuel that they score into that hub is worth 1 point towards their alliance. Now we shift back over to Blue, and we've got fuel flying in from Moore, and now Mukwonago Bears are getting in the mix, but some of their shots get thrown off by Red Raider Robotics. Moore collecting more fuel and looking to fire here. Their teammates, Mukwonago, managed to land a few of their own before beating the defense of Red Raider Robotics. Now we move back to Red, where Rippin and Paradigm continue to rip balls through that hub and score points for that Red Alliance. The Red Alliance only down by 10 right now. Paradigm trying to get their lead back, and there they are. Reds now in front by 10. Moore has pinned Ripon over in the corner, and Ripon finds a way to get clear. Now we're shifting back over to the Blue Alliance in their last scoring shift. McWanago Bears managed to collect some fuel over by their human player outpost as their teammates Moore look to play some counter defense against Red Raider, who's trying to stop McWanago from scoring here. The Blue Alliance is just 10 points back from that Red Alliance lead. As we have 30 seconds left in this match, there's only 10 points separating our two teams. The Blue Alliance climbs back with the lead now, as the Red Alliance fights back, firing fuel of their own. Ripon and Paradigm shooting for the Red with their teammates Red Raider, but the Blue is trying to keep this match close as McWanago and Moore continue to fire, but the Red is growing their lead with 10 seconds left in this match. Ripon continues to toss fuel up at McWanago with a surge. The Red Alliance continuing to score. McWanago with some last second.
In 3, 2, 1, go!
It's time for round 2, lower bracket, match 5. Red Alliance shooting and scoring with Robo Tigers. And also ready to start shooting and scoring the Nerd Herd. Blue Alliance taking the lead at this moment with a raining of fuel up and in the blue hub. Moving on to the tally of period advantage. It's blue, just 5 points separating both alliances. The Robodogs releasing a flurry of fuel up and in. As the first shift is going to be the red shift, alliance number 8 with Robo Tigers shooting and scoring from the corner, while Team McWanago Bears is stealing some fuel from the Red Alliance. Spam also in the red side, looking for some fuel to steal and pass it to the blue side. Red Alliance has the advantage, more than 250 points. But the Blue Alliance now has the active hub, and they are letting it fly. A lot of robots on the blue side, shooting and scoring. Steam Spam from Stuart, Florida. 1 minute, 30 seconds remaining. It's still anyone's match, and now moving on to the red side. It's raining fuel into their red hub. Robo Tigers, they are grabbing fuel and shooting at the same time, doing the same. Now, the Robo Dogs releasing a flurry of fuel up and in for the Red Alliance that has more than 450 points, almost there. And now moving on to the blue side. Team Bean coming through the tower and now ready to shoot and score. More points for the Blue Alliance. More than 400 points now for the Blue Alliance, and still 40 seconds remaining. 9:30, McWanago Bears also in the blue side looking for more fuel. And now we move to the end game. It's still anyone's match. It's point by point here. The Robodogs with a hopper full of fuel up and in. It's point by point. It's a neck and neck match. Blue Alliance shooting and scoring with Team Bean. 10 seconds remaining. It's point by point. 5:99 shooting and scoring for the Red Alliance. It's point by point. 2, 1, and time expires. And the winner is the Blue Alliance. 6:45 to 6:17. So Blue Alliance advances to the lower bracket, match 10. And please a round of applause for teams 599, 687, and 6436. And then the Alliance captain, 1796.
Three, 2, 1, go!
And we start lower bracket round 3, match number 10. The winner of this match will face Alliance 4 in match 12. The losing Alliance will be heading back to the stands, and it looks right now like we are evenly matched. Blue Alliance looking to catch up right now, and there's a torrent of fuel coming down as they look to close the gap, but Red Alliance has a few more going in, and it looks like it's going to be Red Alliance by a few clicks, and that means that Blue Alliance is going to have the first shift. Red Alliance taking advantage of this transition time to try and boost their lead, but here comes Blue, not waiting for a moment to start scoring. And we've got 18:33 out in the neutral zone, trying to collect as much fuel as possible. Take it away from Red Alliance, but also make it available to Blue. Blue has 8 seconds remaining. See if they can score. 180 under pressure. Spam scoring. Alliance partner scoring as well. Blue Alliance getting up over 320-something points. They have got now over 100 points on the Red Alliance, but Red Alliance looking to close the gap. 1540 shooting from the back row. Taking that fuel out from underneath the tower, but it is being stolen on the other side by 930 Mukwonago Bears. Red Alliance now with a slim lead. We'll see if they can expand it. 695 is lining up. They're going to shoot. They've got a full hopper in 3 seconds. They can get that into that hub. Now we're going to move over to the Blue Alliance side. Red Alliance has a lead, but it is going to evaporate very quickly. Brownie in motion taking effect with all of that fuel. 180 working in the back row, trying to get that fuel out of the depot and into the hub. Blue Alliance with a lead, trying to expand it right now in the last few seconds of their shift. They got about 90 points on the Red Alliance. Red Alliance are going to close it up right now. Here we go, giant pile of fuel, 695. Can they score it? Yes, they can. And they will get very close to the 475 mark. They're going to go over that as we get down to 10 seconds left in that last red shift. Red Alliance with an opportunity to expand the lead. Here it comes, but resources are dwindling on the Red Alliance side of the field, and Blue is ready. Here they come, Blue Alliance. They are scoring. They are putting that fuel in, but look at this. Fuel for fuel. Red Alliance is matching the Blue Alliance. They are just a few points behind, and here comes Blue Alliance trying to expand the lead, but Red Alliance, they've got 3 full hoppers. They are going to put them in there, see if they can get it up over 600 as we get down to 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Whoa! Whoa! Ho, ho, ho. And here we go on the big board. Did Blue have enough to win? They sure did. This is going to be very close, folks. 10 points separating these 2 alliances, and that means that Blue Alliance will be heading on into match 12 to see Alliance 4, but that also means that Red Alliance will be heading back to the stands. Let's have a warm Newton Division goodbye for the Red Alliance.
In 3, 2, 1, go!
This is a lower bracket match, match number 12. That means that the winner of this match will head on to face Alliance 2 to potentially end up in our finals. The losing Alliance will be heading back to the stands. Red Alliance with a continual stream of fuels, but Blue Alliance right there with them, and Blue Alliance is gonna tie it! Heading to the randomizer here. We'll see who ends up with the first shift. Both sides have the transition period that they can use to score. And it's going to be Red with the first shift. So Red Alliance now pouring it on, seeing if they can put some distance between them and the Blue Alliance. Bean heading down into the back row, getting some pressure from 148 Robo Wranglers. Blue Alliance looking to collect as much fuel as possible in preparation for their shift that starts in a few seconds, but Red will shoot the last fuel that they have. Blue Alliance now taking over. They've got to make up 100 points here. And it seems like it is the faucet's on. That fuel is falling and falling and falling. And they are going to very easily get to that throw. Maybe not. Things seem to have stalled, but here comes Blue Alliance with one more volley. Get them up over the Red Alliance score. Red Alliance is ready for their shift, though. 60 points to go to tie the Blue Alliance and to get past them. They are well on their way to it. Beans shooting right now, scoring. McWanago Bears on the other side looking to do the same thing, and there is Robo Wranglers taking that fuel away from the Red Alliance. 1833 Bean again scoring right now in the last few seconds of their shift, trying to get up over 500, and they do. 100 points to go for the Blue Alliance to see if they can score that during this shift, then tie it up as we move toward our end game. Looks like 604 may be sitting still. Quicksilver not so quick right now. We'll see if they can get back to life before the end of the match. Meanwhile, the rest of the Blue Alliance looking to put as much fuel as they can into the hopper, into the hub. We've got 148 struggling to shoot. No resources left, and that means that Red Alliance has an opportunity here to close this up and to put a lot of distance between themselves and the Blue Alliance. Blue Alliance down one robot. 180 lurking in the shadows, waiting to slow down the Blue Alliance as they try to get to the point where they can score. 32-56, all the pathways are blocked. They can't get onto their side of the field to score. They've got a big load of fuel, which they can't use, and 604 is blocking the bump. Here comes Red Alliance pouring it on. Blue Alliance taking some shots, but not enough. And here we go with the results to find out who's going to be heading off to match number 13. It's going to be Red Alliance, 699 points, hanging on for the win. Red Alliance will be heading along Alliance 5 to go and see Alliance 2 in match 13. And that means it's time for a warm Newton goodbye for the Blue Alliance.
2, 1, go!
And we start playoff match number 13, our last opportunity for teams to win before our finals. The winner will head to our finals. The losing Alliance will head back to the stands. Right now, Blue Alliance with a lead. Red Alliance pouring it on strong, looking to clear it up. But Blue Alliance is not sitting on their laurels. They are shooting and scoring. And it looks like Red Alliance, Alliance 2, will take the lead. That means the first shift is going to be blue. But 930 is sitting still, not moving. Here they go. They're moving again. Blue Alliance has the shift. 1833 Bean scoring right now, seeing if they can put some distance between them and the Red Alliance. Red Alliance now has 50 points on the Blue Alliance after a great performance there during the transition. Blue Alliance continuing to score. 930 lining up and shooting. The McWanago Bears now heading out into the middle of the field to try and collect some fuel. 180 is down defending right now. Spam trying to throw some sizzle on the Red Alliance. Red Alliance, though, holding on to their lead. 29-96 Cougars gone wired, shooting and scoring right now right there next to them. 91-28 Itcon. Now it will be a Blue Alliance shift. Blue Alliance needs to make up 100 points. There's a ton of fuel up in the air. That might be 50. Here comes Blue Alliance looking to pick up all that stored fuel that they had cached during the red shift. But 29-96 Cougars gone wired, digging in their claws, trying to slow down the Blue Alliance advance. Blue Alliance has just a second to try and match the Red Alliance, and they're going to be real close. This is a neck and neck run. A little bit of low energy shooting there from 973. Uh-oh, they're jammed up and unable to fire, but there it goes. Cougars gone wired, scooping up fuel, trying to score. Blue Alliance has done a great job of depriving the Red Alliance of fuel, but look at this. 973 Greybots is jammed up, unable to score. Blue Alliance with a huge opportunity right now, and here they go. They can shoot, they can score. Red Alliance looks like they're down to 2 scoring robots. Here comes Itcon. They've got a full load, but they're going to be defended by 180. Blue Alliance is now creeping up and potentially getting close to passing the Red Alliance. Blue Alliance now pouring on. Here comes Blue, pushing ahead. Can Red Alliance win this match with just a surge in the end? There it is. What a display. What a comeback. Finals right now. It's the Blue Alliance. And Blue Alliance Alliance with 478 points will be moving on to face Alliance 1 in the finals. Let's have a warm Newton Division goodbye for our Red Alliance, Alliance 2. 29-96, Cougars gone wired.